Hello, it's Coyote Christina, surfer, author, dream weaver. We are in week 8 of the Amazed and Amused campaign, and it is Movement Monday. So I'm just gonna do a couple yoga poses for our daily exercise this week. And gonna do a breathing exercise. Actually gonna go through Nadi Shonaha. Nadi, I can never say it right, but it's alternate nostril breathing. It's always, we're going to do the yoga poses first, and then we'll do the breathing exercise, and we'll call it a day. So the two poses we're going to do is runner, which is a hip open. We're doing hip openers today. So runner pose, or Ashvasanchalasana, and this is actually, Ashava is horse. So the horse is a symbol of movement and energy. It also represents the senses, whose energy must be transformed into equanimity along the spiritual journey. Runner pose cultivates determination together with equanimity, allowing us to move forward along the spiritual journey with one-pointedness and ease. So I like how the runner's lunge coordinates with the horse, and we're actually going to be talking about horse medicine it's part of one of the animal guides that helps us celebrate. So get our determination and equanimity, and when we have that purpose and peace, we are better able to celebrate. And then the other pose that we're going to do besides runner is pigeon, or it could possibly pigeon. Dove is possibly a type of pigeon. And pigeon is for peaceful heart. It's one of my favorite. I know a few people, some of my friends don't like pigeon pose at all, but I love it. So these poses, it's all what your body and what you need. So if you aren't enjoying the pose, or if it's not working for you, then find poses that do, because there's over 100 poses in this book. So let's see. Core quality for pigeon is peaceful heart. And the symbolism is the dove is a symbol of peace and tranquility. Its puffed out breast is also a symbol of open-heartedness. By releasing deeply held tension from the hips and opening the chest, this asana cultivates the serenity that allows our heart of peace to be revealed. So the elements activated in pigeon are water, air, earth, and fire. And earth, air, water, fire, same elements are activated by runner pose. The pigeon pose balances all of our doshas, pitta, vata, and kapha. Runner lunge balances vata and kapha. The pigeon pose also activates the first 4 chakras, with the 6th chakra activated with our gaze. And then runner lunge actually activates the 1st through 6th chakras with a focus on the first 3 chakras and the 6th. So gives you a little, we're going to start with runner lunge. Gives you a little, so let's start, and we want to get onto our mats, and we're going to be standing at the top of your mat. And for runner's lunge, we're just going to step our right foot back. Toes are still pointed at the front of the mat, bending over, putting those hands on the mat, framing that front foot, if it's comfortable, putting our palms, and if this is as much hip opener as you need and your body wants, we can just stay right here. If you want more, you can bring your knee down to the mat, lay your top of the foot on the mat, and drop your hips even more to allow for more hip opener, more stretch in this back lunge. And if your body's calling for even a deeper hip opener, we can bring that left arm inside, move our left foot to the side of the mat, come down to our elbows, and this actually goes into lizard pose. And this is an advanced hip opener stretch exercise. But we can just stay here. If your knee needs cushion, have a pillow next to you. You can put a cushion. It does feel pretty good. I don't need the cushion, but it does feel nice and cushy. So as we're sitting in a deep lunge pose, runner's pose, lunge, our palms are flat on the floor. Any tension in that hip, breathe into it, and then exhale, releasing any tension. Breathing through our nose as much as possible. And then when you're ready, lift that foot up on your toes, lift your hips up, step to your front of the mat. Oh, take a few breaths just in folded forward bend. And then when you're ready, step that left foot back. Once again, the hands are framing that right foot this time. And you're coming down into runner's lunge. I usually stay down. If you wanted to, you can come into a high runner's lunge. So you can bring your arms up, and that's another, you can feel it stretching that hip opener. Or you can stay down with your hands on the mat. Then for a deeper stretch, just drop that knee. The top of the foot lays on the mat. And then just letting those hips fall down, breathing into it. Once again, if you want to go into an even deeper stretch, you bring that right arm inside of the right, come down on your elbows. And then you start feeling the stretch in the back, in your hamstring as well. If that's too much, just stay up in that full lunge. And then when you're ready, bring those toes to the mat, lift those hips up, and then step forward. And exhale, allowing yourself a forward fold, ragdoll. You can even hold your up. If it's more comfortable to bend your knees, go ahead and bend your knees. So there, in runner's lunge, determination and equanimity. And now, very similar for pigeon, but we're gonna go just into our tabletop pose. So our hands underneath our shoulders, knees underneath hips, body is parallel to the ground in a neutral position. And for pigeon, we're just gonna bring our right knee up to our right hand, kind of kick this ankle out. I don't bring mine very far up. They say the further up you bring it, the more stretch, but I just leave mine. And then for pigeon, we just drop our hip down, unfold the back so that once again, the back of our left foot of our back foot is on the mat. And then we bring, and here we are in pigeon. Taking a few breaths, allowing that chest opener. Breathing from the top of the head to the toes, and from the toes to the top of the head. Feeling the energy move through the body. Feeling that stretch in that right hip. And if it's comfortable, kind of walk your hands down. This is when you really start feeling it stretch in that right hip. If it's comfortable for you, you can come all the way down, just like we did an alligator or crocodile pose last week. Crossing our hands and laying our forehead on our hands on our mat. Breathing through our nose, relaxing into the pose. Feeling any tension in that hip, breathing into that right hip, and then exhaling, releasing all the tension. And just letting the body melt into the mat, completely relaxed. Now on your next inhale, you're going to walk your hands up slowly, gently, coming back up into pigeon. Bringing that right hand to the outside, however's comfortable, coming back into that tabletop position. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the left side. So we're gonna bring that left knee to the base of the left palm. We're gonna stretch that right leg out behind us, putting the top of that right foot on the ground, bringing that left hand inside the left knee, And then coming up into pigeon pose once again. You can even think about, if you think about a pigeon walking around and their little heads go, you can do a little pigeon with the head. Opening that heart once again. Taking a few breaths. Feeling the energy move from the tip of the extended toe all the way to the top of the head, to the crown. And then from the top of the head down the body to the toes. And on your next inhale, go ahead and walk those hands down, maybe to your elbows. Notice that stretch in the hip area. Any tension in that hip area, breathe into it, bringing the breath to that hip. And then exhaling, releasing the tension from that hip. A lot of people, this is as far as they go. But if you need even more of a hip opener, more of a stretch, you can once again lay your hands on top of each other and then lay your forehead down. Letting yourself melt over that front leg, really stretching that hip, opening that hip. And once again, when you're ready, walking up gently. That heart opener, that peaceful heart in pigeon or dove pose. And then when you're ready, curling those toes back up to lift our hips. Bring that left hand, come back into tabletop. And that is our 2 poses for the week. So there we have. Now we're going to go ahead and work on, I'm going to bring my pillow over here, Nadi Shonana. So this is alternate nostril breathing, and it's one of the best ways to calm our nervous system. If you ever find you're going into anxiety or feeling high stress and like your heartbeat's up, your breath is short and shallow, if you can take, just do 1 round of the alternate nostril breathing can be super helpful. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to demonstrate it and talk it through, and then I'll breathe it and do it. So alternate nostril breathing. In the morning, we breathe through the left nostril first. In the afternoon, we breathe through the right nostril first. It's the morning now on Movement Monday. So we're going to go ahead and what I like to do is to just fold over my pinky and ring finger, and then put the other 2 on my third eye pretty much, and then use the inside of my middle finger knuckle to plug the nose, and then the thumb to plug. And you don't have to press hard, just a gentle to close that nostril. We're going to inhale, we're going to plug the right nostril, breathe in and out through the left, plug the left nostril, breathe in and out through the right, plug the right nostril, breathe out and in through the left, plug the left nostril. So alternate nostril breathing is self-explanatory, huh? All right. And we'll just do a count of 4. So just taking a nice deep breath in to start through both nostrils, plugging that right nostril, breathing out through the left nostril, 3, 2, 3, 4, breathing in through that left nostril, 3, 4, changing over, so you're plugging that left nostril, breathing in through the right nostril, 2, 3, 4, breathing out, 2, 3, 4. I think I already messed up. So we breathe in to start, and then we breathe out and in, 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 out and in. And then we do 3 full breaths to bring us back and to calm our system. All right, so breathing in, plugging the right nostril, 2, 3, 4 on the exhale. Now breathing in, 2, 3, 4, plugging the left, breathing out in the right, 2, 3, 4, breathing in on the right, Plugging the right, breathing out on the left, breathing in. Plugging the left, breathing out on the right, breathing in. Plugging the right, breathing out on the left, breathing in. Plugging the left, breathing in. Dropping the hand, breathing out. 2, 3, 4, in. Out. 2, 3, 4, in. Out. 2, 3, 4, in. And then releasing the breath. Just breathing regularly, noticing how the body feels. So that's one round. If you have time, you can do 3 rounds and switch it up. So if you started by plugging the right nostril, on the second round you would plug the left, and then on the third round you would start with the right again. And it's just 3 rounds of breathing. So once you breathe in with a deep breath, then you do in and out on each side 3 times, and then you do 3 breaths to end that practice, and you can start again on the other side. So that's Nadi Shonana, Shonahana. I need to learn my the original terms better. All right, thanks for your time. That's Movement Monday. Hope that you can bring that daily practice into your day, every day this week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. All right, take care. Bye-bye.